Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
The fans are getting desperate. They want to get involved in this fight. And now the action's about to begin.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. So here we go. Should be a good one. Misses with the straight left. One moment changes everything, especially in this division.
I'm lagging.
Beautiful counter shot. They'll be fighting under the lights tonight. What a unique environment as we get set for this high-energy showdown.
These fighters are about to block themselves off and say, right, that's it. Keep out of it. Now it's fight time. The whole day, everybody's been waiting for these two. This is it. This is it.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. When are we going to see a jab from these two? How about that time counter shot? When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That hook won't score. No rest for the weary. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Nice counter punch right up the middle. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope that
Here we go. It's round two. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. They've got a big reach advantage here. Let's see if they can take advantage.
You've got to use what you've got. I've got a long reach. I use it all the time. Use the speed. Frustrate and make them walk into a shot.
Good one. The straight right just misses. They both want a highlight reel knockout. time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. And he misses with that straight left. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
That jab doesn't score. A perfect counter shot. No rest for the weary. Well done with that counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they...
Come on, you let him back into the fight.
Let's get it started in round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
That jab misses. They exchange punches. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That counter shot lands. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hold, they run out of steam.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he misses with that jab. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Both want the knockout. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
That's about this for a while. That's the only push out, man.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too weak.
Here we go to the fourth round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. Counter punch. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Punch, counter punch. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Crawford's legs are all over the place. That was the moment.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
There's a counter shot. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a...
Big deep breaths. Calm yourself.
On to the fifth we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of defense here at all. Counter punching. Pacquiao there got clipped clean. And Manny goes down. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five. Come to me.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
They got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
A perfect counter lands. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Those counter punches have to hurt. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Perfect punch. We're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. It's not over till it's...
Switch on, switch on.
Let's start the 6. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
What a punch. Nice counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. Hold that thought! Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Just missing with the uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook was off target.
Oh my God, wow.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. That punch is beginning to take its toll. Beautiful counter punch. So much firepower here. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to...
Forget about that round.
Here comes round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Catch and shoot. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You don't want to trade shots. Nice counterpunch. Beautiful counter shot. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. Good defense on that right hook. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. Round 8, and we're off again. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You'd like to see more jabs. Both men step back for just a moment. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Throws the jab, but does not score. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Insane action. want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Pacquiao might be in some big trouble here. Is he going to go down? Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened, a unanimous decision. What a...
Who hold it back? Don't try to use my play style. You trying to use my play style.